Hello, this is Alechius, and welcome back to Warplan Orange as the Allies. In 1926, well, 1927, the start was 1926. In our fictional 1926 War in the Pacific. Nothing happening on the 4th. At night, we get the bombardment doing damage to the Haruna and Kirishima again. It's got to accumulate at some point. Oh no, RKX. Oh, yeah, that's not so good. What's out here? What did we find? A destroyer tender. An ammunition ship. And destroyer tender? Both got torpedoed. More torpedoes. No luck. And 5th of June. Nothing on the west coast. Pearl Harbor. Really reconsidering the doing anything more with Wake and just bypassing it with these troops. One is still unloading. We have the troops coming. We can definitely use them. Tankers with fuel. Subs. Go back. We have tankers doing their thing. We have all the subs, destroyers, the tenders, troop transports, which are standing by. The replenishment ships. I do believe, yeah, I thought so. Did have the one group of tankers come through. The ones that just loaded, headed outward. We have heavy cruisers, troop transports, tenders, lots of things headed outward. We have not so many torpedoes. Sortie wise, we're looking good. We are missing a few aircraft though. Mostly the torpedo bombers, from the looks of it. Battle cruisers are set to follow. Perfect. Battleships chasing down things. These ones are bombarding. And they do have ammo. I'll leave them as escort. I don't really feel too much need to chase down these ships. Although if we can close with the battleships, that does have its benefits. Troop transports still loading. Brisbane has a bunch of stuff in it now. Do I want to push for like some of these smaller ones like Palau and Sadawal? We have our destroyers, we have our transports, loading supplies, headed to Hong Kong. They're already allocated. British fleet is limped in. Battle cruisers are good to go. Hermes is good to go. The Furious, Indomitable, and Argus are not. We'll keep things ticking along then. There we go. That troop transport will not survive. Outright sunk. No surprise. Bombardment. Ah, we got the Aki as well this time. Torpedo bombers. Oh, we got the subtender. Follow-up torpedoes. Got a different destroyer tender, I think. Oh, I forgot to take care of the submarine, the KZ. And 6th of June, nothing on the west coast. Nothing in Pearl Harbor. Midway. We've got transports. We've got the replenishment ships. No retirement. Let's set them to follow carrier group. I'll get them up there. These ones do have retirement allowed. We'll delete that. Battleships are headed back. Which I don't want. I get it, your supplies are low. That's why you have replenishment ships coming. Perfect. These ones are continuing northwest. 2, 3. Keep the carriers going as well. 1, 2, 3. Battle cruisers will follow. Going to load. Nothing in Borneo. And KZ. KX. That may be the one. What is your endurance supposed to be? Well, Hong Kong is where you're headed. Alright, there we go. And yes, let's move forward. That'll be the 6th of June. Not expecting anything in the afternoon. And so it is. Offloading the Indian Brigade. Missed the tanker. Ah, the battleship fleet caught up. I'm not seeing any true combat ships. Oh, we have a destroyer tender, sunk. Ammunition ship, heavy damage. Ammunition ship. Well, it's AD as well. So, 1, 2, 3 sunk destroyer tenders. 1, 2, 3, 4 destroyer tenders with heavy damage, and 1 sub-tender with heavy damage. All 4 just a few hits from minor caliber guns. I'm pretty pleased with that result. Well worth sending the battle fleet out. Torpedo bombers got the sub-tenders. Suppose I should reallocate the dive bombers. Since I believe they're set to attack either the land units or the port. Nothing on the west coast. 7th of June. Nothing in Pearl Harbor. Midway almost has the battle fleet coming. Alright, these guys are trying to retreat again. Replenish. That drained them out? Sure did. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to let them go back. Same with the refueling. When they do that. Send them to Wake. We'll see if they stick to it. Alright, set the dinner. Bombardment. Keep up the pressure. Honestly, shouldn't we just absorb the... What do we have? We have ground attack. I was correct. We'll do naval attack instead. ASW, ground turns into naval. Naval, then port. That's how I tell them apart later. Escort, naval attack, ASW, naval attack. Alright. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll see if they actually attack. Getting to load. Not too concerned about Australia right now. Transport heading this way. Okay, here we go. So we will disband this group for now. It gives us 7 troop transports, a fair number of regular transports. We have more coming. More coming. Tanker. Troop transports. Yeah, we have a lot incoming. Let's take a moment and look at our show ammunition. Torpedoes, full. So, sub-patrol. Set destination. 6,000, we'll send them over there. A lot of partially loaded. There we go. 8,000 endurance, which will be good. That was Task Force 1105, this one. And one, also 8,000 full load of torpedoes. Send you there. Oops, too far. 50. We just have the 3. I think we may just have the 3. I thought there was more. Yeah, just those 3, that's fine. That's what we have, that's what we have. And we'll look at the summary of all of them. Well, no subs ready there. How about Manila? No subs ready there. Okay. So we have a few gaps. I like to remind myself of the next reinforcements. Next 2 weeks we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squadrons all arriving on the west coast of the US. Fighters, torpedo bombers, yeah. Observation squadron, DH, and 3 DH-4s. 1 M model and 2 just DH-4s. In addition, we have bunch of destroyers in Colombo, some transports, and then nothing for a while. And ground reinforcements. We have West Coast, we have 4 divisions arriving. Excellent. And we are missing 37mm guns. We're low on those. We're low on some light tanks. We get about 3. 2-pounder Vickers AA, not too concerned about that. We are missing some 3-inch mortars, which are slow to produce. And 80mm Coastal Defense 6-inch gun, 3-inch mortars, 120mm Coastal Defense 3-inch AA. A lot of these I don't care about. Yeah, a lot of them are not a big deal. So we're doing alright. Not expecting any action on the afternoon of the 7th. Evening, we usually get 1 or more sub attack or defense. Possibility of night action with the American carrier and battlecruiser fleets chasing down those tenders. But no, we will see action on the morning. There we go. We've got the bombers as well as the torpedo bombers. And 2 torpedoes. Could have been better. And there are the battle cruisers closing in for heavy damage on one and another one sunk without hitting it. One of the others went. We let them escape. Possibly, we're kind of extending our range a bit. Alright, nothing West Coast. Nothing Pearl Harbor. Midway. We have tankers, destroyers, tenders, troop transports, battle fleet. Replenish from ports. Do not retire. Go to Wake. This one's returning, which is fine. One's headed out. This one's heading to bombard. Those are still headed northwest. No retirement. Please stop. We'll go 1 hex and wait for them. Carriers, let's even it out. They're just passing gas between each other. They have not retired. They are staying in position, which is great. Elliott still loading. Alright, what do we have in Brisbane? Tankers. I have the 1 troop transport. I'm going to disband this. I have 2 troop transports there now. I have other ones coming up. Just making sure. How many regular transports do we have? 15. Yeah, that should be fine. Nothing in Borneo, nothing in Singapore. Manila has quite a few transports now. These ones are no longer unloading any troops, so let's look at an amphibious transport group. I would like 1 light cruiser, 2 destroyers, 1. That's one of the big ends. Let's grab look at the capacity. Do we grab 1 tanker? Nah. Those are fast transports. Those are slow ones. Any other just APs? We have tiny APs down here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm happy with that. They all come from Manila. Perfect. Then we'll form a second group. Light cruiser, 2 destroyers. Then we'll use the larger, faster transports. That's the equivalent of 6 of the smaller ones. No more. Because those are just 2,000. These are 6,000. So each one counts as 3, so that has slightly more capacity. Alright, now let's look at troops. We have a ton. So who do we want to use? We have 18,000 capacity. We can send the 1st Indian Division. And something supportive. Some armored cars. Or some artillery. Or both. We can afford both. 2 of the armored cars. And we'll grab 2 of the mountain artillery. We only have 3 transports, so I can't do that. We have 3 units. That's all we can afford. I can subtract one of the armored cars and instead grab something smaller. Might as well be 2 armored cars then. We'll grab those 3 divisions. That's not right. That's fine. We're grabbing a bunch anyways. Organized by assault, please. And let's grab 1, 2, 3 artillery units. 1, 2, 3 armored cars. That's 6 transports. We have 2 left. That's a total of 4,000. We'll grab the Scots Guards. And I'll take up the rest. I forgot to keep in mind that this division is so big, it spills over into 3 transports. Alternative being, we can load up another group of transports, and I think I will. we'll have them ready. So type. Want the APs. Here they are. Mixed bag. Oh, that's not what I wanted. What are you doing? Vivius. APs. We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We'll grab. I don't have a light cruiser left. So we'll just grab whatever destroyers we have, which is just the 2. Well, shoots. We're lacking a little bit. 3 4s and 2 2s. Now retire. Load troops. Look at assault values again. I already had the armored car. Yeah, it's a partial loading of them. We'll grab the rest. That'll be 3 transports. Maybe 2 of the 2s, 1 of the 4s. We have 2 4s left. We could get something like a Burma brigade in there. And that'll load them. It looks like it's spilled out. The way they loaded it was funny. That's fine. I'm not going to complain. And then we'll set up an escort. And that will be the 2 heavy cruisers, old though they may be. And then we're out of destroyers. So we don't have an escort for them. Never mind. We won't form this group. So we have the 1 carrier. Dreadnought is not fast enough. In fact, it's holding back this group too. Let's take the Dreadnought then. I'll speed up the carrier group. Let's replenish this group and this group. No retirement. Let's get the carrier singular. Out here. And set to follow the surface combat, air combat. There we go, that group. 1044. That is the correct group. What planes do you have on board? You have sweep and an ASW patrol. Not much, but I will take it. A little bit of a lengthy day while we set up our assault groups for Bataan Island. Take that back. There we go. Bombing the transports. Torpedoes as well. I'll take it. And there they go. Hitting all three of the capital ships that we know are in port. And 9th of June, nothing on the west coast. Still unloading. We have transports up here now. Plenty of. Battle fleet is almost there. This one can go back to bombardment. Although we have multiple capital ships without ammunition left, so they should actually return to Midway. Nothing further up here. Go take a peek at Marcus Island. Let these guys do a quick bombardment once they find it. Plenty of ammunition on board. Meanwhile, Joliet is still loading up supplies. Not worried about Australia at the moment. Borneo, nothing. Singapore, nothing. Everything else, fine. We'll take another day. Oh, that was a boring night. The Marine got a crack at a tanker outside of Wake. Yeah, much slower day. 10th of June. Nothing on the west coast. Nothing in Pearl Harbor. Midway we got plenty. Tankers doing their thing. Punishment ships, we'll go ahead and load fuel. Punch task force from port. And we'll send them out to Wake. we got for ships? Bombardment. There we go. Meanwhile, these ones are headed back. These ones are headed towards. Set them for bombardment. Carriers, we need to adjust. Naval attack rest turns into ground attack. Naval attack rest turns into ground attack. Easy. Back to normal ops. Galliot still doing its thing. Anchor hitting up for ball. Nothing in Borneo, nothing in Singapore. Do not retire. Still got that going on. Go do a quick short bombardment of forts do not bombard Bataan Island, and we'll see how they are getting along. And we'll see about possibly sending one of these groups. In particular, the 1st Indian Division. And then we'll see how that goes next episode. Because we are out of time, I do want to take a look. Ammo. Torpedo. We have a few with torpedoes. Full load. Send you here. And we can send the shorter ranged ones. You. And you. And you. Refresh our loose blockade of Japan. But that is all the time I have for today. I appreciate you staying to the end. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.